My favorite quote is a Muhammad Ali quote. Do you know the one I'm speaking of? A man at the age of 50 who views the world the same as he did at the age of 25 has wasted 25 years of his life. That is my favorite quote, and it's very true, because we're forever changing. I'm Rebecca Armstrong, Transportation Administrator in Ashtabula County, District 4. It was about 30 years ago I started at ODOT. I was only going to stay 5 years, like most people. I started as a Highway Worker 1, which at that time Highway Worker 1s weren't even allowed to drive trucks unless a full-time person was with them. So I spent most of my days cleaning a 7-bay garage on snow and ice. The rest of the time I mixed bag calcium. 50-pound bags at a time, truckload after truckload after truckload. So that was my day when I first started. My first day of work was in January. I walked in not really knowing what I was walking into, and they had been working snow and ice 16 hours a day, and they were on like their 7th day. And there's a lot of really nice people here, but after 7 days of overtime, you look a little rough. And it was like, what did I get myself into? I was one of the 6 initial women hirees in this county back in the 80s. I don't think when we first came in, we were really taken as having much substance or much input into the work here. It was not for the thin-skinned, and you better be able to pitch even better than you could catch. There were smoke bombs hidden under hoods of trucks of the women. Intentional oil spills left under the trucks. Just those kind of things happened. You know, I mean, we were invading their turf. It was something new for everybody. You had to put up with a certain amount of it, but you had to be able to dish it out too. And I think it all evened out when they realized, hey, they're not going anywhere, and we all just started working together. I didn't used to be quite as calm as I am now. And that's probably why I survived and kept my sanity and stayed. I was quite loud, quite boisterous, but there was a lot of things that needed to be said. Yeah, I took some stands that probably weren't very popular from time to time. Back then we were on probation for 6 months. Well, my probation was up because I'd been here 6 months. Well, they had posted a Highway Worker 2 position, which was a bump up from where I was. I mean, I started at $7 an hour, so anything would help if you got a promotion. But miraculously, unbeknownst to me, my probation was extended so they could hire this fella in as a 2 instead of promoting me. That didn't happen. He got hired, but not before I got promoted, so. But yeah, just things like that. You have not lived until you've been in a snowstorm and you had to take the laces out of your work boots and tie it to your windshield wiper arm and pull it back and forth so you could see to get back to the garage because the wipers weren't working. You haven't lived till you've done that. Culture changes here since I first started working are amazing. You look where we are today and where I was about 30 years ago, these fellas started at about $1.40 and $1.50 an hour. They're all really good people. They came to work every day. They did their job. Many of them couldn't read or write. So we have come so far and we have developed into a skilled, talented, knowledgeable workforce. My goal was to move into this and hopefully change and be more inclusive and create a work environment that I would want to work in as a highway worker. This is a great bunch of people. They have so many ideas and they're always trying to build a better mousetrap. You got to have faith that they can do that and let them try. We were challenged at the Health and Safety Committee one day. They asked what we could do to possibly cut down on the slips and falls getting in and out of the plow trucks. The mechanics out in the garage put their thinking caps on and they came up with and designed a baffle system that mounts underneath the steps. You can run that truck all night and the steps are still dry. So it works very well. I think the diversity in the leadership roles really help better the department because we all think differently. You all put your heads together and have conversations. I think we can come up with some amazing things that can happen. But yeah, I think everybody here should be able to do all of the same thing, and I definitely encourage my female employees to jump in there. The advice I would give was be involved. Volunteer to get involved in as many things here as you can. Get all the training you can. There's no place that trains people at work like ODOT. Well, they constantly are offering training and schooling. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. There's people everywhere here that will help you. All you have to do is ask. I often don't think about being the only female county manager in this district. I don't know. I don't think about it. I just charge ahead.